All right, well, we're going to be watching this, guys, as I said, on tokYvideo.com. If you go to our actual episode notes, you will actually see the web link. If you are watching this on YouTube, you can actually see our faces on the screen, and we're going to have our little countdown clock so you guys can sync up. Alan, could you give us our countdown?
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to press play in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I have not watched this, just to clarify.
You haven't watched it at all?
Nope.
Oh, wow. I've seen it actually a few times. I watched it live when it happened, and I probably watched this about 6 weeks ago. Because it was the actually interesting time. This was like the COVID crowd as well.
I was about to say this is 2021, isn't it?
It wasn't the 2020 one where there was like nobody. This is kind of where they had I think it was the wrestlers could be there around the ring, and that was like the audience. And they think they did open it up to have like audience in the crowd with social distancing, like at least rows apart from other people where you could actually check it out. Yeah.
Yeah, Justin Robinson, so the lights are off, and now this is a non-sanctioned match.
Yeah, so they're saying that the win-loss record does not impact this match. Yes. So this is around that serious time where wins and losses set up contenders, where I don't think that's what's going on in today's AEW. It's kind of not relevant. It's more the star power gets the title shots, where this time it could be a random up-and-comer that's on a streak. They could get pushed up. So
yes.
So Thunder Rosa, where have you seen her before, El?
I think I remember seeing some YouTube clips back in the day of her doing some stuff in the Latin American wrestling style. I think that's been pretty much it. I remember seeing her stuff here in like when she was first announced she was coming to AEW, which was kind of cool. That's been around really it. Yeah. What about you?
NWA.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So like the newer NWA, she was the women's champion there.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, she was kind of like one of the pioneers of the new women's division. I think she even had some matches with Jazz, I believe, when she was there. But she was the NWA champion. There was talks of her coming here. She was like a big star coming across. Yep. I even actually think she wrestled as the NWA champion at some point. Here we go.
And who was that? The woman who hit Thunder Rosa with a crutch?
So her name, Spear. Her name is Rebel. She actually used to be in TNA as well.
Yes. Oh God.
What are you about to say? Are you about to say something?
No, she's not to be confused with Reba, who is Matt Hardy's missus.
If you actually look on the poster for this match, it says that. It says, Dr. Britt Baker, DDS, and then underneath, or DMD, underneath it says Rebel, brackets, not Reba.
Gotcha. Yeah, so it's not her.
So she was actually in TNA when I watched her. The old, it was like a creepy carnival team with like Crazy Steve and those people. She was one of those members of the group. She was the female member. Yeah. There's a Carter Sheeter there. That mini women's title. Remember that little mini belt they had?
Yeah. Yes, because I remember who won that first. It was Rio.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
Jesus. Yeah, it was like the smallest belt, and then they kind of added it bigger, and then they've got a whole new belt now. So
yeah,
Rebel came in. She was a makeup artist. Yeah, for a lot of the women, and then she ended up saying they were like, "Hey, let's make her a character." So she became like the personal assistant of Britt, and then she became an on-screen character. But she is a wrestler. Okay. But she's actually, I think she's in her mid-40s now, so she's actually kind of looking at settling down. And I think Britt's 31, and I think Thunder's about my age, I think 36, 37.
Is that the Ass Boys in the back there? Oh, then
and there's Billy Gunn as well.
Yeah, the Gun Club, isn't it? Or with how they used to be called back in the day. Oh, and there's Brian Pillman Jr. there, too, with the yellow shirt. If you guys want to, he is actually an online streamer as well, too, on Twitch.
Oh, okay. What does he play?
He plays WoW. He plays World of Warcraft, and it's a lot of fun.
So many people are doing that now too, like entertainers, celebrities, wrestlers.
And then it was a main thing during COVID. That was what people that couldn't perform or weren't able to perform. they were making money on the side by doing their stuff on their Twitch channels, which was what was it? The officers, the big leagues, and the office people of WWE were not a big fan of that, were they?
Yeah, well, because they're making money on the side, and it's like, no, you have a limit. We pay you. You shouldn't find any independent money. Unless you had some collaboration or agreement that you could.
Yes. We're now with Papa H in trouble and now in charge, sorry. There's no F-skiv. He actually does not mind if you do it or not.
Well, I think he knows that it brings clicks. No matter what, clicks then link it up together. So OnlyFans might link up to gaming, which might link up to WrestleMania. So it's all about the trending. It brings the eyes to the product. Eyes equals money. Money equals more money. So,
yeah, I don't think there's any active WWE wrestlers right now with a current OF. I would imagine. No, they mainly have to leave the company.
Oh,
that was a good stomp. I mainly think there's a lot of indie wrestlers out there who have their own OF as well.
Well, I think Mandy Rose, that's why she got outed. I think she was doing one and then got cut. Still does it now, and she's already made a couple of thousand within the first month.
She made, I think I heard, over a lot of money. She made a butt ton of money after she left, and
I think they said within the first week she made a few thousand just by a couple, like within 4 days of actually streaming. So,
what?
And this is something we don't see a lot in a women's match, El.
No, we don't. Women juicing.
Like even WWE, you rarely would see someone get busted up. Like at our time that we watched, like the late 90s.
Well, the only thing I can really think of is like if there was like an internal bleeding or something, like they've been like taking a shot to the guts too many times.
Or they've been scratched or something.
Yeah. Now this is a full focus on the heel, then shear, and then this is like proper blading.
We're about to get about a 1 minute of commercials, guys, on your screen. If you're watching this, we just had a Kinder Bueno ad.
Yes.
And now we're getting an ad for a TV series on FX, which I don't recall what this is.
Just trying. This is Borderlands, I think it might have been.
Looks like the one of the, was it Sons of Anarchy or something?
Yes. It looks
is it like a spin-off, like a cartel thing?
Oh, Mayans.
Yeah, this is a spin-off. It's a spin-off from the Sons.
Sons of Anarchy, yeah, cool. Ooh, Rice Krispies. Hell yeah, man.
Do we have Rice Krispies in Australia?
No, I don't. Yeah, I think they're
we have them, but they're not called that.
LCMs.
Yeah, that's him. I think LCMs are probably in England as well. So for English people, you know what we're talking about.
Yes, for our English people. You just say our European brothers and sisters.
No, but not all Europeans would have what we have. They might have different things.
They've probably got better things.
How dare you? We just got electricity last week, guys, because we've been living on candles in Australia. So, yeah.
You did? Oh, my God. What a suplex into the...
That was a tight one. Look at that.
Yeah. Good gravy. How many adverts have we got on this one? We are so blessed, aren't we?
There was actually no other clip to watch this video on. So, this is the only one. So, even if you watched it on Fight, you would have got ads.
That's okay. Wow. Watching an actual advert with people wearing masks. What a different time this was.
You still see people do it at your job?
No, not in my job. I still see people around my area still wearing a mask. They're out and about the shops, and they're still wearing gloves and stuff like that. Just a thing that people do.
I see it every day with my job.
Oh, do you? Again, yeah.
Lots of teachers, elderly people, as you said, with the gloves as well when they go shopping, gloves, full masks on. They'll even have the face mask and the face shield still for their own safety. Makes me laugh. See that thing about the mummy? JR actually mentions that at the end of this match as well. So
I know what I'm going to be doing later after the match, guys. I'm going to go watch The Mummy with Brendan Fraser.
Top rope action here. We're back from the commercial break and a suplex. Good Lord, onto like what, 10 chairs?
I was going to say.
That reminds me of that, what is it, Dean Ambrose, Brock Lesnar WrestleMania match they had, where he, German suplexed him on like 20 steel chairs and then picked him up, did it again, picked him up, did it again.
One more time. That's a splat.
Look at that. That would have hurt Britt too.
Yeah, it looked like it hurt her as well. What the heck? A ladder.
This is not a ladder match. This is not a TLC match, guys, or Full Metal Mayhem.
We did see a table before, didn't we?
Yep. Oh,
nice.
Interesting note about this. I didn't realize this until I watched it last year, that they actually, a year later, at the St. Patrick's Day Slam, the following year, they wrestled again.
Oh, okay.
But cool. This time it was a steel cage for the Women's Championship, and that's finally the one when Thunder Rosa won the title. Finally.
Okay.
Great matchup. I was actually thinking about doing that maybe next year. So.
Why is she standing like that? And they've got her arms sort of like in that pose. What's Tony Khan doing in the back there, bro?
It's not Tony. It's someone else.
No, it is Tony. Hey, can you really Asian it up, please?
How dare you?
That's what it was, man. It's just okay. We're going to go back to a camera shot to you in 3, 2, 1. Okay, can we get a gong in the background, please?
My God.
That's what.
Look at this. Look at this.
Nice.
Oh my! She leapt over the top almost. She's a great talent. She's a very good talent.
Kicking ass and taking names, and they're not in front of fans. They're in the front of their wrestling brothers and sisters right there.
Yeah, she got a lot of. She got a lot of. Oh, she is. Oh my God! Look at that.
Jeez,
that was from the ladder bulldog and then the kick as well.
She's done the shear up the top there, just above the hairline as well.
Yeah, Thunder Rosa's been getting lots of flack recently. Because they reckon that she didn't want to drop the belt, she was being unprofessional. She ended up then relinquishing the belt, and now Jamie Hayter's the champion. But I think she's good. Like, for people I've heard who've interviewed her, say we don't understand what people are talking about. She's been respectful. She's a nice person. I don't know. Maybe that certain people didn't like her backstage, but from what I've seen, I've only heard good things from people that have interviewed her. So
people are just doing clickbait shit. That sounds a lot like it, where it's basically, read this story now, click here, and then you get about 7 ads, and it's like, no, really, listen to it.
You sometimes know less after reading it.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Is she biting her?
Jesus.
Oh, nice super kick there.
I'm going to look at who actually trained Britt.
Yeah.
Got some notes here, so.
I was going to say, while you're there, find out who, oh, wow, nice. Who taught Thunder Rosa?
Check this out, right? 2 of the people that trained Britt Baker, Candice LeRae and Johnny Gargano.
That's cool.
That's pretty cool.
Very cool. Oh, man, she has got the blood on Britt Baker. She's hardcore.
She's also been in WWE, it says here as well.
Oh, did she?
She was a jobber in 2016, losing a squash match to Nia Jax.
Yeah, she doesn't look like a jobber here. No way, Jose.
She also competed at the original All In pay-per-view.
Oh, okay.
Madison Rain versus
Jesus
Chelsea.
Christ, did you see that?
Was that a DVD?
Yeah, Death Valley Driver.
Look at that blood on Britt. It's like that. You are right. It's right above the hairline.
Yeah, that's the old Ric Flair style.
Ref nearly fell on them then.
I know. I was going to say there's too much.
Just move the ladder. Remove the chairs out of the way.
There's too much shit in the ring. Move it now. Oh, that looks fake. Who taught Thunder Rosa?
It's got 2 people here. I'm not aware of who they are. So Dylan Drake and Matt Carlos. So I haven't heard of them before.
Okay. Cool.
But she's also wrestled as different names. She was in Lucha Underground as Cobra Moon.
Yes.
And she was also Serpentine in Women of Wrestling as well. Yep. Yeah, so Adam Cole and her met during the NXT time, I think, when he was probably just debuting there. But she only had one WWE appearance before she ended up doing independent, and then eventually came here and became one of their mainstays.
Oh my God, double stomp.
That was 2 feet.
Yeah. Normally we're familiar with, she has really got a vein there.
This is like John Cena, JBL. Remember that one from Judgment Day?
The smile on her face, the rictus grin. What's this?
That's her medical glove, because her finisher was like that modified mandible claw that she was doing. Yeah, called the lockjaw.
Yeah, yes.
Was she bowing then?
No, I think
shit.
She's struggling to walk. There's a black bag. We always know what a black bag is in there.
If this was TNA, it would be glass with abyss. But if it was Cactus Jack, I think we've got ourselves some tacks.
Oh, they heard the person in the crowd go, "Oh God!"
Yeah, I heard someone screaming on the side there near the hard cam.
That's like one of the Gun Bros.
Look at that.
I don't think I've ever seen a spot like this before, Tom.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen it in men's matches, but in a women's match, what are you doing here, Britt? What are you going to go for?
She's going for a super. Oh no, the cradle buster.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Here we go. Watch this. Power. No. Oh, Rebel comes in.
Oh God.
Jesus. Yeah.
That was a hard shot.
It almost went actually through her head, the leg bit. Just stuck on her head, falls out.
Oh my God. The table.
Tables, ladders, and chairs.
Here we go. Oh.
Here we go. Watch this. Kick in the gut. Power bomb. Here we go. Oh my God.
No. And she kicked out. She kicked out. It's in her.
Oh, look at that.
And look,
that's crazy.
They got Billy Gunn over there going, I don't remember this, been this, and the WWE in the 90s. We used to have China, and she used to come out and do her business, and then we had Sunny, and she would do her business, and Sable, but we never had any of this.
Yes, we never got Deborah McMichael versus Jackie or something in a barbed wired exploding ring tack match.
Oh, look at this.
Watch this counter by Thunder, though. Rolls backwards. Rolls her onto the tacks.
Oh.
In the back of the head. Look at that blood. She is busted.
Good God.
There was a match recently where I think Ruby Soho got busted like that on AEW. She was wrestling, I think, the Bunny, and she got, like, busted up bad. Like, head to toe was just gushing.
I've seen some of the matches with the Bunny and she could be, some of the women in AEW can be extremely talented
brutal.
When it comes to brutal wrestling styles and just the violence. There's they can, well, if the boys can do it, so can we. And we're like, but it's just something that's I don't think the world is still used to seeing.
Oh, look at this. That table's there. Look at it. It's like a modified tombstone. Look at this.
Oh, my God.
Bang! It blows the table up. What they say, Blue Thunder Driver.
Yeah, Blue Thunder Driver.
Count it.
Pinned outside.
Awesome. That was awesome, that.
Look at her. She's still going.
Yeah, the match the next year, their steel cage was a classic too. That also featured the chair spots. It had tack spots, some great spots using the cage. And then, Thunder would win 2 years in a row against Britt. Great match.
Fantastic. Oh, I think that's a first for us, isn't it, on this show?
Well, I've been checking out some of the Japanese women's promotions, and some of them were more like fighting. But just the fists were busting them up, bruised up eyes and power bombs and choke slams and power slams. Like the women were big there, like really intimidating forces. I'm like, is this a shoot or is this real wrestling? Because they're like spinning, back fisting each other, and it's crazy stuff.
It's Japanese wrestling, dude. It's there's no gimmick to it. The only gimmick is when they come out to the character they're presenting to be. Fantastic.
And that's it. Any closing comments, Al, before we finish up for this one?
What a first. This is an absolute first for your boys right here, for Tom and I on the broadcast, to actually have like an Extreme Rules match between two incredibly talented female wrestlers, and they just beat the living piss out of each other. Not just the piss, but we actually got to see blood. And that was something, it's a first, isn't it, for us?
Definitely a war.
Yes.